Hi you all. Thank you all for coming back for more Amor. I'm Avielle Amor and I'm magnificent. And you are too because you're watching. So I hope you all are sitting tight. You have your notebook next to you because I'm here to share my beliefs on this whole Instagram like removal, how it's going to impact and influence influencers, consumers, brands, the platform, etc., the world. Basically, so if you guys are interested in what I am going to be talking about in this video, make sure you are subscribed, sharing this video for all who it's going to impact, which is everyone, of course, and liking this video, commenting down below your beliefs on how you feel it's going to, the Instagram like removal is going to affect you, your business, brand, etc. Are you here for it? Are you against it? I need to know where you stand. The world needs to know. Comment it down below. All right, let's get into it. I'm in the matrix. I'm in the matrix. I'm in the matrix. Ideas. I have my book of ideas here. And in this book, I do exactly what the book tells me to do, write my ideas. So what I did here is I wrote down my notes for this video about Instagram removing likes and how influencers should maneuver. And then basically I want to share my perspective on how it's going to affect different categories that interact and engage with the app. I have another notebook here too. So all my little notebooks. I love notebooks. First of all, thank you guys for watching. As you guys, if you clicked on this video, you are interested in how Instagram and the removal of likes is going to affect the climate of how we engage, how we make money as influencers, and how brands are going to interact with us. I know a lot of people are looking at this negatively, looking at the platform because Facebook owns Instagram as the enemy. But I'm here to not to side with the platform, Facebook or anything like that, but to just like share what I know, and you guys can take the information that I know and you can make your own decision about it. Am I here for the Instagram like removal? Well, you're just gonna have to watch the video to see where I stand on that. So back in April, it was announced that Instagram will be removing the likes from Instagram. You know, removing the likes, removing the views. And they first tested this new update with 7 countries. I know of those countries, it was Australia, Canada, and other ones too. But the ones that I do know of or that I can list are Canada and Australia. They have already experienced this update within the app. Now, there's a lot of different takes. There's a lot of different philosophies out there as to why Instagram did this and the reasoning why it will be better for the engagement or the interaction within the app. There's the perspective of it's great for mental health for the youth. There's the perspective from the actual platform, Facebook, Instagram itself, and how they want users to engage with the app. There is the perspective from the influencers and how they're going to make their point, and the consumer, and then also the brands and how they're going to work around this to work with the influencer. So I'm going to share with you guys the 4 philosophies of what I've been researching, the philosophies that I researched from the consumer, the influencer, the brand, and the platform, and some of the pros and cons, or like some of the things that I see within each belief. Okay, so what's going on? Instagram is removing likes. We established that, and the reasoning that was mentioned as to why they're removing likes is because I have it here. We want your followers to focus on what you share and not how many likes that you get. Okay, so what's it's so many things I could say about that one statement right there, but let's just go through the perspectives, okay? Starting with the consumer, with the like the regular, not the regular, but with the person that engages, that is not looking to be a brand or to be an influencer. They just really want to engage with other influencers. And the perspective I'm taking is when it comes to like mental health and how this consumer that just uses it every day engages with it, right? So, people, I've been seeing online that people are for the Instagram likes being taken away because of mental health and the benefit of it. Now, to be very clear, from my understanding, is that Instagram is taking away the likes from public view, but the user can see the likes and they can see the views. So say you are using the Instagram app and you're scrolling, you will not see any likes, but you will be able to see who liked the photo. So if you have the time, I mean, you can go through how many people liked it, because you could see how many people liked it. You could see the people who liked it. I mean, if you have the time. But you cannot search a specific person on who liked it, you know, if you get what I'm saying. So you can see who liked the photo. You can see who liked the photo, but you cannot see how many people liked the photo. And then also, the user, you can see how many people, still, you can see how many people liked your photo. So what's conflicting for me when people say, oh, you know, this is going to be great for mental health, you don't have to worry about how many people are engaging. In a sense, you still know, it's still in your face. You still know who liked it, who didn't like it. It's still there. It's the number is still there. So basically how I look at this is basically about public self-image. It's basically caring about how people see you, and which is important. You know, self-image is important on how people see you. But then that's like really telling. It's really telling about the importance of self-image and how much we rely on others' validation and approval of our image. Who gets what I'm talking about out there? Not everybody's gonna get it, but the people that do, like, it's telling, right? So it tells you about, you know, it's saying that it's going to be beneficial for mental health. Okay. The loneliness disease that a lot of like Generation Z, the younger, you know, audience is experienced. They feel very lonely on the internet. And I like to disagree with that. I feel like the Generation Z, because they grew up with the internet, social media, and all that, they kind of know how to navigate it now. And I feel like they're a little bit more savvier. I know within my personal bubble that they are much more savvier when it comes to like how the internet works and keeping their privacy. So what I've researched is that let's go into the perspective of the platform, Instagram, Facebook, the platform, and their beliefs. Their beliefs and what they want to get into is privacy. They want to hone it back and not let it be like so wide cast. They want that personal interaction, one-on-one with brands, with people. The app has became very much just commercialized in a sense. Like everything is a commercial. So what the app has been doing is dialing that back by encouraging real social interactions, okay? Keep in mind, this is social media. And what I feel like social media has done has made a lot of people antisocial. Okay? You're supposed to be social, but like the app is seeing this as people, it's going to be like kind of like a force of action, not a call to action, a force of action as to why you're sharing what you're sharing. What are you talking about? What is the content of what you're sharing? Is it really benefiting other people?
Make your ideas happen at whatever cost.
Execute
them, because what ends up happening when you don't, that energy is getting stored and you're suppressing it. And now you're not happy with yourself, or you feel ashamed, or you feel like you're not good enough because you never really got to make the mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. Not every single thing you do is going to be hot. Some shit you're going to do is going to be hot and no one will think that it's hot, but who are you doing it for?
Yeah.
There's so many times, like, you'll see, I think I saw Pharrell in an outfit, and there was people in the comments, like, talking about him, but he's so in 2099, 3000 and whatever year. Do it for you. You think it's dope. I think that's what makes a creative director dope, is because they see things that other people don't see. When you're doing things that have already been done, because you know that, oh my God, this thing is successful, so let me see how I can do the same exact thing with my little twist on it, because I know the formula. That's kind of boring. You're not really adding anything. So I think get your ideas together. You know what I'm saying?
Execute.
Be inspired, execute, be motivated, do what you have to do in your personal life, so that when you get onto that set, you know, you can.
What you talking about? That's what I wrote down. What you talking about, sis? I feel like this move, from the perspective of the owners, they want to add value back within the app. Just posting it just to see what like they can get. What this is going to do from people that are just posting to be posting just to get their ego boost and their dopamine hits, is going to really check them on as to why they're posting. If they're not going to come to Instagram to get their dopamine hits, I mean, like, well, what are they going to post for? Over time, you're going to see a lot of people fall away from Instagram because it's not going to be the cool thing anymore. They'll probably move over to TikTok or to other platforms, but we're going to move into this realm where there's going to be like neighborhoods, okay? There's going to be digital neighborhoods. There's going to be, you're going to go to a specific neighborhood because you're going to know what you're going to get. People go to YouTube because they know they can get certified in a full degree going to YouTube if they know how to look up the right videos. Facebook, I feel like that's for family. I mean, that's how I use it. That's where I know I go to that neighborhood if I want to visit my family. Instagram right now is still very much so visual. I'm interested in seeing like the kind of valuable visual content that I'm going to get from it now that it's moving into this like removal realm. TikTok, I haven't explored that neighborhood yet, but I plan on visiting. You know, I've been around the block a little bit, but it's going to be digital neighborhoods, and where you reside is going to determine what you value. It's going to determine your priorities, just like it is as it is in real life, you know, in the 3D physical world. So in the digital realm, where you reside, what neighborhood are you going to reside in? Okay, now for the brands, their perspective, the perspective of the brands, and now let's go into the influencers. How is the lights going to affect influencers and their coin? In my opinion, it's not going to affect it at all. You're still going to be able, if you're a business account, if you're a creator account, you're still going to be able to see the amount of likes that you are getting. But that's not what's important. What's important is your comments and the amount of impressions that you're getting. That's what's important. Brands work with micro influencers, nano influencers. I've seen people that got paid 5 figures and they have less than 1,000 followers. Okay, it's all about how you sell yourself and the value of your content, and then your engagement with your followers. Are you really talking about something? What you sharing? You know, what are you sharing? Are you sharing something that's going to add value into other people's life? If you call yourself an influencer, you holding a product up like this. Okay, it does provide an impression, but at the same time, does it really add value? Okay, you say the prompt of what they want you to say in your caption as to how this product is so amazing, and you get their key phrases and whatnot in your caption. But where is it at next month? Are you going, influencers, be honest, are you going to post that post again next month, still using those key phrases and still speaking the product's glory without a properly compensated post? Your life is a billboard, honey. Human billboards on social media. I just say, do you. But if you're going to promote, make sure it's something that you really like, okay? Because what I like to do on my platform, you know what? It's not about me. Let's just say, okay, would you still post it if you're not getting paid for it? They pay you for your activation. Okay, you got to do 6 posts, and they try to make sure they spread it out, for amount of time. But like after that, are you going to post about it again, or are you going to be waiting for the next check? And if you're waiting for the next check, should you be promoting it? It's really going to dial things a lot back on. Let me really think about that. Is it? It's still going to go accordingly. It's just that now some influencers, public figures that are in it just for the likes, and they really like that dopamine hit. Let me tell you about, I went live, I believe, with a brand. It was Curls. I have to ask them if they still have my live available. I know someone saved it. If you still have that live, please send that live video about me, about the algorithm and what I did for them. But I basically said during that live is that they want your time. And this was 2 years ago, I believe I said this. They want your time. These apps want your time, okay? Algorithm, people feel like they're creatives. They don't feel like we are creatives. People are creatives. They are influencers, and they feel like they don't have a job. But really, they're clocking into the algorithm every time the algorithm tells them to post. It's no difference. There really isn't. Someone else's pay stub says Walmart, yours says Instagram. It's just in a label of different brands or whatnot. You're still clocking in, sis. You're clocking into the algorithm. I stopped clocking into the algorithm a long time ago, and I'm just going to continue to do so because you know what? I post when I want to post, and I'll be damned if I'm clocking into somebody else. I can't do it no more. Anyhow, they want your time, and you just have to really delegate now. Do you want to share your time without getting your dopamine hits? Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Dopamine hits. How it really neurologically affects us. Neurologically. I feel like that's a word. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it happens within the midbrain. We have 4 pathways of how our dopamine travels within our brain. And these 3 out of the 4 pathways are rewarding pathways. And this is the same pathways that casinos rely off of, okay? We have these cues and the expectancy of getting something that's going to give us this dopamine hit, okay? So when you're scrolling or when you post something, you have an expectancy of knowing that you're going to get a certain amount of likes. And then you're rewarded when you hit whatever your, wherever your level is at, where you're good and comfortable at that moment. But say you're comfortable at 100 likes per post and you don't hit that, you get that negative receptor. So then you keep betting on the game, hoping that the next time, the next post, you're doing different things to appease it so you can get that next dopamine hit. That's how people are addicted, and it just keeps going on. I feel like I'm rambling. Okay, so brands. But so the perspective from brands and how their beliefs. The perspective of brands, I don't know. I'm not a brand. I don't know how they're going to approach it, if they have to pay Instagram directly to get impressions or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I do know that the value of your platform is even more now because the value of your platform is still valid if you're able to influence. I just encourage you guys, influencers, brands, or whatnot, if you are out here and you are making a living from social media in your neighborhood, that you are adding true value. And people that are supporters of yours, fans of yours, they're going to support that. And it's going to even out a lot of different playing fields. It's not going to make it so unbalanced. I really do believe that this is going to make a lot of things balanced, and it's going to really police the content that's being shared. There's no longer going to be pointless. I have a plethora of examples of pictures or videos that are out there that are being shared, and they don't add any value to me. They might add value to somebody else. Some people might be into that, you know, but like it's really going to do a lot of checks and balances for a lot of things. So to each their own. Determine which neighborhood you want to be in. I'm still kind of, you know, I'm comfortable in the neighborhood of Instagram. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? But I'm quite comfortable in the neighborhood of Instagram. I do plan on looking at some property. I mean, I do have property on Twitter. You know, I'm just, you know, I might sow some more roots there on Twitter, and then I'm looking into TikTok. So just pick what neighborhood you want to be in, and then figure out how you're going to add value. Checks and balances are really happening within the digital realm. I mean, this is still quite new to us. We have to grow with it. We have to realize, like, we see these social media apps as entertainment. But what we need to start realizing is that this is life, okay? I'm still coming to grips with it. Like, wow, just because I blocked you or I didn't follow you back on social media, we have problems in real life when I see you because you feel some type of way. That still is like crazy to me, but we have to accept the fact that this is life, and we have to govern ourselves as such and realize that we are living in two worlds within one. We live in the physical world and we live in the digital realm. It's really happening before our eyes. Do you see it? Do you see it? For people that are old enough to remember when you would go to the mall, and say you live in a small town, you would go to the mall or you would go to a store, you would just be out on these streets and it would just be bustling. People everywhere, people talking to people. They didn't have a phone to void off people, like people keep people back. Those days are gone at this moment. And people can literally be in your vicinity, be right next to you, but be in another world. It's happening. It's here. We are here. It is present. So, wow. Add value. Be discerning on which neighborhood you decide to occupy. Occupy with purpose. And I feel like this time is like the apps deciphering as to how valuable they are. I feel like YouTube really got a head on that, a lead on that, of being a platform, a neighborhood of purpose. I am on YouTube. I'm in that neighborhood. If you're watching this, you're watching the YouTube video. So thank you for coming, to visit my home here. But yeah. Wow. I hope that I helped you guys on that. I can get more detailed. I feel like I'm going to have to break this video down even more. I could get so much more detailed. But I just wanted to share like a blanket out there of as to how Instagram likes are going to affect different categories. I don't feel like it's a negative thing at all. I feel like it's a checks and balances type thing. So, yeah. Until next time. Also, announcement. I have a private Facebook group. If you want to be a part of this private Facebook group where I offer exclusive lives to the members that are a part of it, and it's going to start December 15th. It's going to be lives, support groups. You get to ask me personal, like not personal, but you get to ask me questions in regards to your brand. And we do this weekly. If you want to be a part of that group, there is a sign up fee. You can find out all this information on avielleamor.com. Signups are open now and they end November 30th. So I encourage you guys to sign up before the deadline. I'm going to accept only a limited amount of people to be a part of this group, to get the wealth of knowledge that I know, to help you guys, or to just assist, to have dialogue within a closed community group that's safe, that we can talk and engage with one another, share positivity, and then also help one another grow with different tactics and strategies. So visit avielleamor.com to get more details, to sign up for it. There is a certain criteria that you must fit to be able to be accepted into this group. Please, I encourage you to make sure you look over that criteria to make sure that you fit the criteria in order to be accepted into the group. If you do not fit all of the criteria, you are subjected to be kicked out of the group without a refund, because you need to read, okay? Read. I have it there. It's very clear. It's very clear. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.